guys, today we'll be talking about KATSEYE and about how they went from $1 million flop to a super popular group and everyone sees them as total icons, which they are. And yeah, that was intended, by the way. So first, we need to understand how it all began. So obviously, KATSEYE was this project that Giffen and Hybe decided to team up for to create a girl group using the K-pop training method. So like K-pop blending into the Western world of pop and see what they will create. And it was this really expensive venture that absolutely could not fail because it was just so, it was really important. And obviously lots of people wanted to be K-pop idols out there, which would explain why 120,000 people decided to audition for Dream Academy. And obviously around like 20 people were chosen to be in the Dream Academy Netflix show, and eventually only 6 final contestants were left, and they became the KATSEYE that we know today. But lots of people were skeptical because first, these people are supposed to be forming a group, and if you want to be a group, that obviously you have that group chemistry and dynamic that is just really that just seems natural and feels like you guys are all actually getting along instead of being stitched up body parts in a Frankenstein, and you guys totally does not fit each other at all and have terrible chemistry. But like, this was a survival show, so no one was your friend, and I mean absolutely no one, because everyone's your enemy and you can be against all of them, and anyone can take your spot as the next rising idol. So how on earth, after 1 year, because that's about how long they actually knew there was actually a survival show, so they did get that hidden from them for like about a year. After 1 year of this environment where no one is your friend and you have to just survive on your own, how can these people just suddenly, next minute, yay, these people's like your new besties and you need to get along with them like really good because you guys are going to be a group and you gotta have that chemistry. However, the thing is, KATSEYE actually solved this baked-in paradox. How? They didn't have to be a friend group. As Sophia, aka the unofficial leader herself, once said, we're not forming a friend group, we're forming a girl group. And the lyrics themselves also stated of being envy, taking on hate, and even the music videos have fight scenes in them, and they poisoned someone, they threw someone in the river. So yeah, that's all KATSEYE were, guys. You're welcome. So like, they didn't have to be a friend group. All these things suggested, and they still was really popular because they still felt right for each other, I guess. Really. Another thing KATSEYE did really well is that they picked all the right associations, because you as a brand is not just about how you are, but also basically about how all the people that you are associated with are as well. So like, you need to associate with the right people. And because KATSEYE was backed by Geffen and Hybe, and who are Geffen and Hybe associated with? Olivia Rodrigo, Lady Gaga, Kendrick, and BTS, it immediately gives them the blue chip of approval, which means brands are going to be really excited about collaborating with them. So in a case like this, it's not about saying the right yes, but saying the right no and picking the right brands to collaborate with. The brands that would not confuse the audience, and eventually making KATSEYE the brand that they always wanted. And who did they collaborate with? So Gentle Monster for the insider status, because Blackpink have collaborated with them and it went really well. And who is Blackpink? The elite of their lane, which KATSEYE is trying to become. And then Coach for their teenage demo, obviously, because these Coach is seen as really cool brand by their core fan base, the teenagers and Gen Z and everything, and yeah, they do carry them around. And who Who else? Monster High is fun for their teenage fan base, but it's also smart because it brings nostalgia for their Gen Z fan base. So that was a really smart collaboration, and they even did like a song for it, and it further increased this brand of being diverse and just appealing to lots of people. And yeah, it was really fun. And then Laneige for that, because Laneige has been a really approved brand, and obviously it goes really well together. And KATSEYE, 6 different tints, which shows the individual personality and quirks of each member. And the Lush bath bombs were also a really cool collaboration because it was like bath bombs and soaps of the symbol of each different member. So like, yeah, they did really well collaborations with brands. And who else did they collaborate with? Ice Spice for the Ice Spice Nari remix. And this was a really good move because KATSEYE was popular then, but they didn't have a strong fan base like Ice Spice had. And when they did this collaboration with Ice Spice, they gained millions of fans without playing a single concert. Because Ice Spice was already really popular and had a strong fan base herself, and she had the right kind of listeners who would appreciate KATSEYE. And that's how KATSEYE played it smart with their collaboration. So KATSEYE won with the whole paradox thing. They did well on the collaborations. What else did they do well? Their songs. Their songs are designed in this way that's going to make it really singable, because obviously melodies are easy to sing. Even if it's off key, it's still gonna sound nice. And then it's also designed for TikTok. It's designed to be really loopable, like their song Gnarly, which lyrics I will not repeat here because, yeah, it have a lot of just bad words in this, like, yeah, but it's very catchy. 20 seconds in, yeah. It's practically designed for TikTok duets and dances, and yeah, it's really loopable on TikTok, and that's another thing that they did right. So that is a story of how KATSEYE went from the $1 million flop that everyone thought it was going to become to the icons they are today. However, there is a few warnings that they do need to watch out for, because while the whole Manon thing that's been going on right now, people are throwing hate at them because Manon was really popular and everyone just really loves her, which is very sweet, but like the group is just kind of in this awkward position because Manon did make a few posts where she said that things are taking an unexpected turn, and fans are speculating about what she means. I don't even know if what the fans are saying, which is basically like, oh, she's getting excluded or whatever, is even true, but that's what fans are saying, and that could make KATSEYE lose appeal to people. They think Manon's leaving the group, and Manon may be like, oh, she's my and people may be like, oh, Manon's my favorite, and now she's leaving or whatever. So like, I'm pretty sure she's not leaving the group. I'm hoping anyway, because like I feel like KATSEYE will be so just wrong without like one member, but that's just my individual thought, you know. So like, yeah. And another thing is some fans still come for the drama, like the Manon drama, which I've just said. And reality fans who crave drama aren't music fans. So like, they might still be here for the Dream Academy days, but KATSEYE is KATSEYE now, and they are like making music, and they want fans who can appreciate that. But like the reality TV fans might want more drama. And if you always rely on drama, your brand is not going to last, because girl, you are forming a girl group, and even if you're not forming an actual friend group, you still need good group chemistry, as I said before, because otherwise it's not gonna feel organic. It's gonna feel manufactured, fractured, and like it's not gonna work out. So yeah, that's another caveat that they need to watch out for. But aside from those things, they're doing really good with all the stuff that I have mentioned, and I think they are one of my favorite groups of like all time. So I really hope that they go well, and I look forward to listening to their new album that is coming out soon. And I think that they did really well with everything that they have done so far, from their branding to other collaborations, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!